So a few years ago, I was looking at this countdown list of makeup companies with the prettiest packaging, and this brand was on that list. And I thought, yes, that packaging is really pretty. I want some. So at the time, I looked into getting some, but I think they weren't selling online, and there was only stores in France and Japan. And then when I came to live in Japan, I did remember this brand and I did look into it again, trying to get some, but I live in the country and I think it's only sold like in Osaka or Tokyo or something. So a few weeks ago, I was in the Hong Kong airport and we had a little bit of a layover there. And we were just kind of looking around in some of the stores, and I stopped into the beauty store and I saw this brand and I got so excited. I went right over to it, and the first thing I picked up was the face powder because I think that's like the thing you see the most when you see this brand. When I picked it up, I realized it's plastic, so I was kind of a little disappointed, especially because this brand is like really expensive, So I don't know, I had imagined that this would have been made out of like metal or something, or I don't know, something better than plastic. I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel like the plastic is like a good quality plastic, like it's sturdy, but still it's plastic and it's expensive. But it's still really pretty. Well, anyway, because it was made of plastic and because it was really expensive, I didn't get everything. I only got a few things. And I've been using them for the past couple of weeks now, so I think I have a pretty good idea of how they work. Okay, so I already moisturized and I'm going to prime my face. I think maybe they did have a face primer, but I didn't get it, so I'm just going to use this one from Smashbox. Okay, and I didn't get the concealer, so I'm just going to use this Kat Von D concealer. And by the way, can I just say the Hong Kong airport is so beautiful, so luxurious. Like, I think it's the nicest airport I've ever been in. And I mean, I haven't been in a lot, but it's definitely nicer than Logan. I don't know. What do you think is the nicest airport? Okay, so the first thing that I got is the foundation. Now the bottle from the foundation, it is glass, so I feel like this packaging is really nice, and it has this cameo on the front and this really cute white cap. The cap is plastic, but the bottle is glass, which is nice. So for foundation, they only had 3 shades, so trying to find a color was a little tricky. They did have testers, and I got number 20, which I think was in the middle, because I think the lightest shade was too yellow, so I think this was like the most neutral one they had, so I went with this. And it's okay, like the color isn't crazy, but it's still, I think, not a perfect match. But I can make it work, it's fine. Also, one thing to note with these products, they kind of have a scent, like a potpourri scent. It's not super overpowering or anything, but you definitely smell it when you're applying. But after you apply it, you don't really smell it. But if you don't like kind of potpourri scent, then maybe you wouldn't like it, because everything smells like that. At least the things I got. So the foundation, I like it. It's, you know, not the fullest coverage, but I think it looks really nice. And, you know, it lasts a decent amount of time, I think. Usually by the end of the day, I definitely see wear down, but I think it lasts majority of the day. So the foundation was 400 Hong Kong dollars, which I think is about 50 US dollars or 51 US dollars. So, you know, a little on the pricey side. Okay, and next, I already showed you the face powder. So the packaging is undeniably so beautiful and cute, and it really goes with the aesthetic of my room, so that makes me really happy. But yeah, plastic. So, and the face powder, so you had to buy the jar and the powder separate. And the jar was 300 Hong Kong dollars, which is about 38 US dollars, and the powder itself was 705 Hong Kong dollars, which is about 90 US dollars. Again, they only had 3 shades in the powder, and one was like a purple color, like not purple, like one was like a lavender color, so I think it was more like color correcting, I don't really know. And then one was really yellow, and then this was like the most neutral one, and I think it looks good. The only thing is there is a lot of like glitter chunks in it, so they're not super noticeable once you put it on, but you can see them in the light. And one thing I don't particularly care for is in the powder that you put in, they give you like a little sifter to put on top made of lace, which is really cute, but it doesn't like attach at all, so it's just kind of laying on top of the powder. So I don't feel like it does a good job of keeping the powder in. It kind of just goes everywhere when you dip your brush in. It kind of like comes out of the cracks, if you can see. It's like all over the sides. So when you dip your brush in, powder goes everywhere. Again, like I said, has the potpourri scent. I mean, I'm not nuts about the scent, but whatever, it's not terrible. Okay, so there's the powder. I really like the powder. I think it doesn't make my skin look extra dry or anything. I have really dry skin, so I think it looks good. But if you don't like glitter, then you probably won't like it. But I don't really care. Okay. And the last thing I got was this blush, which again has the cameo on the front, super cute packaging, but again plastic. It has a mirror, which is really nice. It comes with this brush, which is really soft, but I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of useless. I tried using it and it's just junk. And then the blush has the cameo kind of embossed on it, which is really cute. And this color is number 1. They did have quite a few choices for the blush. So I got this one because I think I would get the most use out of it. I really like pink blushes. So even though it's kind of like a dark pink, it still kind of goes on a little subtle. Which is okay by me. I don't mind a subtle blush, you know. I'm not going for the clown look. I think it's really fresh and really nice, so I do like that blush. I don't think it really lasts the longest. By the end of the day, like, I think it's completely gone, but it does look really nice, freshly applied. The blush was 440 Hong Kong dollars, which is about 56 US dollars. So I got three, well, technically four things for over $200. So kind of really expensive. And again, I was a little disappointed by the plastic packaging, but I think the products themselves are pretty good. Okay, so those are all the products I got from this brand. So I'm gonna finish up the look and I'll be right back. Okay, so I finished my makeup and I will check back in with you at the end of the day and we'll see how everything looks. So it's been about 9 hours, and as you can see, there's definitely been some wear down, especially around the cheeks and the chin. But I did do a lot of sweating today, and blush is completely gone. But yeah, it was really, really hot. I did a lot of sweating today. It's pretty decent.